Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're looking at the Mazda 3 2026. Is it really the queen of luxury in the compact class? I mean, visually, that Kodo design, it looks way more expensive than it is.
It absolutely does. That design gives it serious curb appeal, no question.
But we wanted to really dig into the performance side today, right? Go beyond the looks.
Exactly. Our mission here is to get under the hood, look at the mechanics. How does Mazda actually pull off this balance, the near luxury feel combined with a genuinely sporty, fun drive?
Okay, let's unpack that, starting right at the heart of it. The engines. What are the choices there?
So you've basically got two main options, both using their Skyactiv tech. The standard is a 2.5-liter four-cylinder, naturally aspirated.
And that puts out what, about?
Around 191 horsepower, 186 pound-feet of torque. It's, perfectly decent for the class, solid.
But the one everyone talks about is the turbo option, right? The 2.5 turbo.
Precisely, and that is where the performance character really shifts. If you feed it premium fuel, you're looking at up to 250 horsepower.
Wow, okay.
And, maybe more importantly, a hefty 320 pound-feet of torque. That torque makes a huge difference in how quick the car feels day to day.
Right. So what does that translate to in actual acceleration, the numbers?
Well, this is where it gets quite impressive, especially for a compact car that also feels this refined. The turbo, specifically when paired with the all-wheel drive system.
Which is optional on lower trims, but standard with the turbo.
Exactly. That combo gets the Mazda 3 from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.6 seconds.
5.6? That's quick. That's almost hot hatch territory.
It really is. Compare that to the standard 2.5-liter non-turbo, which is more in the 7.0 to 7.5 second range. Still fine, but a totally different experience.
Okay, so you've got the power. How does it get to the road? Transmission and drivetrain options.
Most buyers will end up with the 6-speed automatic. It's smooth, reliable, works well.
But Mazda hasn't completely forgotten about enthusiasts, have they?
No, they haven't, thankfully. You can still get a proper 6-speed manual transmission.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it's only on specific front-wheel drive hatchback trims, so you gotta look for it.
Right. And drivetrain. You mentioned front-wheel drive is standard.
Yep, FWD is the base. But their i-Activ all-wheel drive system is available, and like we said, it's standard if you opt for that more powerful turbo engine. Really helps with stability and getting that power down.
With that kind of power, especially from the turbo, you'd maybe worry about fuel consumption. How does it fare there?
Mazda's pretty clever with their whole Skyactiv approach, optimizing everything. So the efficiency is actually still quite good for the segment.
Okay.
The standard 2.5-liter with front-wheel drive averages around, say, 7.5 liters per 100 kilometers.
That's competitive.
Very. And even the much more powerful 2.5 turbo with all-wheel drive isn't bad, managing around 8.8 L 100 kilometers. Plus, it has a decent 51-liter fuel tank, so your range is pretty good too.
All right, let's talk handling. This is crucial for that sporty feel suspension setup.
It uses McPherson struts up front, which is pretty standard stuff.
Yeah.
The interesting choice is in the rear, they use a torsion beam.
Ah, the torsion beam? Some people might raise an eyebrow at that, right? For a car aiming for a premium, sporty feel, isn't that usually seen as a cost-saving measure compared to a fully independent rear?
That's the common perception, yeah. And I mean, it is generally simpler and cheaper to produce. Crucially, it also takes up less space.
Less space.
Yeah.
So that helps with packaging the interior and maybe trunk room.
Exactly. It helps Mazda deliver that refined interior feel within the compact car constraints. But the key here isn't just the hardware, it's the tuning.
So they've really worked on making that torsion beam perform better than expected.
Absolutely. Mazda's engineers have tuned it specifically to provide a really good blend of comfort for daily driving, but also sharp, precise control when you push it. It feels agile, turns in nicely.
So it manages to deliver that sporty connection despite the simpler rear setup.
It really does. They've engineered it cleverly to kind of overcome the typical limitations. It contributes significantly to that signature Mazda driving feel, connected, engaging, refined.
Okay, so tying it all together then, the engineering, especially having that potent turbo and AWD option available, combined with this carefully tuned suspension. It seems like that's how the Mazda 3 justifies its reputation, right? Merging that near luxury vibe with real performance chops.
Precisely. It's about smart engineering choices. They compromise a bit on rear suspension complexity, perhaps, but reinvest that into the tuning and powertrain options to deliver that sporty driving experience alongside the premium feel.
So here's the takeaway for you, the listener. The Mazda 3 definitely offers some fantastic driving dynamics, and that turbo engine is a real standout performer.
No doubt about it.
But You have to weigh that engaging drive against the known trade-off. The rear seats and trunk space are generally a bit tighter compared to some big rivals like, say, Honda Civic.
It's always a balance in this class.
So that final question for you to think about. Given the option of that really impressive 5.6 second 0 to 60 time with the turbo, what's ultimately more important to you in a compact car? Is it the sporty, driver-focused performance, or is it maximizing practicality and space? Something to consider.